Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and a Card. My name is Julia Green. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I go live on Sunday mornings with just a quick demonstration of a coffee and a card. This morning we're going to do another little quick holiday tag because I am doing what I call Christmas in July. So every time I go live, I will be doing something with a little bit of a holiday theme to it. And showing you some of the new things that just went live on the on the online exclusives. So we did have a bunch of things released this week on the online exclusives. Here's another stamp set. This one's called Iconic Imagery, which basically says it all. I love this big celebrate down here, and I like a stamp set that's pretty versatile, and I really feel that this is pretty much a pretty versatile stamp set. We've got candles, so we could do birthday. We've got grateful down here. We've got where we could do some fall leaves. We've got some winter imagery. We've got some backgrounds. We could go kind of crazy with this. It also has some really great, it has a great 6x6 package of paper that goes with it, which I've already showed you in previous video, so I won't get into that, but I'm going to show you. I think this is going to be my new favorite tag shape. I showed you guys this one last night. If you didn't check last night's video out, please, by all means, go ahead and check that video out. It has posted on my Stamping with Julia page. So I've cut out the tag shape. I've cut out some of the snowflakes. I love blue and white with snowflakes at Christmas time. And so I've gone ahead and I've stamped some of these snow snakes. Oh, that's something new. Snowflakes in Night of Navy with some white. And I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of those. This stamp set has matching framelits. It also has a couple of other little different shapes in here. It stamps out all the images that you saw, even the candles, and then it's got some other shapes, so I've punched one of those out. I am looking for my either Misty Moonlights, I have Boho Blue. I guess I'm going to have to go with Night of Navy. I'm going to grab the Joy or Love, whichever one I can figure out, because I haven't put this one down yet. There's Joy right there. So let's put that on the block. So hopefully you guys have grabbed your morning beverage. I've already had my morning beverage and I've had my breakfast. When I get offline here from you guys, I'm going out to Pots in the Gardens this morning before it gets too hot, and I don't enjoy being out there. Alright, so we did a little Joy. And I can't find my new Night of Navy pad, so this is a very old pad that I dug off my spinner over there. I do have extras of all my pads from when I do from back when I did classes, and if I needed a color multiple of times, but that's a really old one because that one doesn't even have the sponge inside. It still has where we had the fabric, but you can see still works, and I still just re-ink it, so the pads never go bad. So if you have some old pads, and even if you have some old colors in some of those pads and you're not sure, contact me, because I still have a bunch of the old color refills, and I could hook you up, get you stamping again. So many people I've talked to lately said, oh, I used to do Stampin' Up. Used to? What do you mean you used to do Stampin' Up? Why don't you do Stampin' Up anymore? So we have the adhesive back sparkle gems. I'm going to grab those. I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to put a nice big one of these sparkly gems right in the middle of each one of my snowflakes that I did. Come on, you. Yes, I always use the poker side of the Take Your Pick tool. That's just, I do use the other side, but most of the time I go for the poker side. But I love my Take Your Pick tool. All right, so now we need a little bling. Oops, we got a lot of glare going on there. Let's see, let's get that out of the way, because how can you see anything with all that glare? All right, I'm going to, I'm looking at my ribbon rack, and I'm hoping that everything on my ribbon rack is current. I did go through it at one time, but that's something that you've got to really check out, is because things do go, they do take, when they add new things to the online exclusive, they do take things off. So this is the sheer ribbon, and it's got this pretty, very sheer look, and it's got a little bit of silver on the edges, so I think it'll go very nicely with my bling in the center of my snowflakes. I'm just going to bring it in here, and I think I'm just going to tie in, well, maybe I'll just, I think I'll just tie a knot. I was going to do a bow, but I think I'll just tie a knot. Just like that. And there's my fun. I'll probably come back. I cut a little too much off, but I'll probably come back and cut me some angles. Just like that. And there you have a really quick, simple, easy tag. And like I said last night, I could do tags like just sit and just keep making tags. I think they're so fun. And even if you're giving like a really simple gift to somebody, if you put this handmade tag on it, it just makes it so much fun. It's in the annual catalog. Well, thank you, Miss Sandy, for keeping, Sandy keeps me on my toes. She keeps me legal. Thank you. All right, so we've Sandy this morning. Good morning. I think I saw Chelsea and Chloe. Morning, guys. What are you guys doing this hot day? Staying cool, I hope. Grandma's got lots of things to do here at the house. I got myself a big old list of stuff to do at the house. So I made you a little holiday tag. Now I'm going to make you a fun little seasonal card. So this card, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but those sand dollars are embossed. So let me get my supplies here. We have the Seaside Wishes stamp set, which comes with a beautiful set of dies. And this is very similar to the dies, if you guys remember, that we had that did the log, the wood logs. So it embosses. I have the embossing folder. So you can emboss, and then you can cut those sand dollars out if you want after you've embossed. I did not. I used some other pieces and parts here. So let me get all my materials that I need. So I started with a, boho blue is going to be my card base. I then have a piece of copper clay as my next layer. And then I came in with our new beige as my top layer, okay, and that's been embossed with the embossing folder. I have a bunch of my little pieces and parts cut out here too, so I'm going to grab those. So we have this from the Stylish Shape Dies. That's going to have my sentiment. I have this guy that looks like a sea urchin to me. I have then what looks like a little starfish. He's also cut out of, these are cut out of the copper clay. And then I have some what looks like seagrass or seaweed. And I've done that in the very, very light green. That is, let me see if I can figure out what that color is. What is that color? Hang on, I'll tell you what color it is. Rightly So Soft Seafoam. Sorry, my mind doesn't always work really good first thing in the morning. My mind these days doesn't work really good a lot of the time. It's just, it's getting kind of, I don't know. Age is creeping in. All right, let's see if I can grab my rest of my materials here that I used. All right, my stamps. And I did use these for a little bit of bling. These are the neutral adhesive backed sequins. All right, so let's go ahead and make this card. We got all our parts. Now let's do it. So we're gonna fold this one in half. This is our half a sheet of cardstock. We're folding it down to a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's gonna give me my lovely card base. I then took the basic beige ink and a sponge dauber, and I did go over my sand dollars a little bit, just because, and I basically just went in the centers because I wanted that fun pattern in the center to kind of show up. So and then it has a little bit of raised, looks like pebbles around the edges. Really fun. If you guys have gotten any of our sea shells or seaside stamp sets before, this one is such a great add-on because I don't remember us having sand dollars before. We have had some embossing folders that have done some beautiful seashells, and I think these sand dollars would just be such an add to that. I still have most of them that we've had in the past, and I was very excited when they came out with this one because of the sand dollars. I love looking for sand dollars. I just think it's very, very pretty, and I think it's a great add-on to what we've had in the past. So and it's great for this time of year. You know, everybody's thinking ocean on these hot days, because there's nothing like being at the beach on one of these nice hot days, because you just don't feel the heat at the beach like you do, because there's always a breeze at the beach. When Mariah and I went a couple weeks ago looking at a wedding venue, it was on the ocean, and it was just so, there's just something about being, the smell of salt in the air, and it's just, I don't know. I mean, I love where I am. I'm in the mountains and I'm in the woods, but and I love that too, but our world has so much to offer. We just need to be open to it. So I am going to stamp "Your friendship is the best gift." And if I believe the stamp set that we had last year or the year before with the shells and everything also had some really nice things about friendship. I want to say it had something about friendship, like a birthday, like a friend's birthday. All right, and then I grabbed my boho blue and I put a little bit on a sponge dauber too, and I went around the edges of that and did a little sponging because I wanted to really highlight that stitching around the edges. I wanted that to show, and that's a really good way to get that to show. Okay, then I grabbed the twine, and all I did on the twine was I put a little bit of adhesive back here to hold my twine in place. I just grabbed a piece. This is the thicker twine, and I just grabbed this, laid it across there so it would stay. Part of the reason I have a hard time is because this twine gets a little curly from being on the spool. And I just tied a knot. Nothing fancy, just a knot. And so by putting that little bit of adhesive on the back, it just helps everything stay in place so you can tie your knot. Okay, then I cut it to the lengths that I wanted. All right, and I came in with my take your pick tool and I frayed it. So, and I'm just fraying the ends. So just take your pick tool and it'll just fray the ends a little bit. Again, just gives it a little bit different texture. So I just did that. Now I came in with some dimensionals, and I'm gonna put a dimensional right over where I had the adhesive to hold my thing. Put a couple dimensionals on there. All right, and now I'm just gonna put this right down here in this bottom corner of my card. Okay, now we're just gonna take these guys. So I put a little bit of, and I probably used my liquid glue on this guy. So I started with my big long one, whoops, and I just put him over here. And then I did the medium-sized one. And if you look at these really close, ooh, my glue is coming right out of the thing. These have, they have a little texture. So not only do they cut them out, but they do emboss a little texture to them too. So they have a little 3D feel. I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive on the back of my sea urchin guy here. We're just gonna put him right there. Another little dot in the center of that for my starfish. And I did bring in the other little piece of grass here, or seaweed. And I did that kind of like right there. And then I did the starfish right over top, just like that. Now I'm gonna come in with that little bit of bling, and I used the copper because I just feel that the copper looks so good with the copper clay. So let's see, I did do a small one in the center of my starfish. I did a bigger one over here, and I'm gonna do a bigger one up in the corner because for some reason I don't have 3 on this one, and I always do sets of 3. I don't know why, but there. We'll put a 3rd one over there. So we use 2 big ones and a little one. All right, so there you have it. And then of course you could always, the stamp set comes with all these other beautiful stamped images, so you can stamp your sand dollars or your starfish. So you could have stamped something like that on the inside if you wanted to, or again on the envelope. I feel that the vanilla envelopes kind of look nice with this beige, and I know we don't carry those anymore, but I do happen to have some. So actually, I don't know if I like it with that blue. Maybe I will go with the white. Let me grab a white one here. I have both right here at my station. Let's grab one of them sand dollars. How about this big one? And I need a nice big block to put it on. I still have my crafter math from last night sitting here because I want to make a couple more of those cards that I made last night with the ice skates on them while I have everything out here. So I think I'm going to go with, because I did the white envelope, I'm going to grab the basic beige. Let's ink him up good. And let's do a sand dollar right down here. Oh, we didn't do so good. Gotta get your mat out, Julia. All right, let's try that again. Let's try that again. I need a better image. And I'm finding that with this, I've gotten lazy. That's all it is. And you need to grab the mat. You really should have our foam mat when you're using the photopolymer sets. Depending on your surface, and depending on what you're doing, you really won't get a very good image. So let's show you the difference when I use the foam mat, because I know it's going to come out better. There you go. All right, it's still, I guess that's the kind of the look of the stamp. If I look at it, yes, that is kind of the look of the stamp. They want it to kind of look kind of a little bit on the rough side, I guess. Basically like a real sand dollar. Very cool. This one did come out better. You guys might not see it on camera as much as I can see it, but I can see it. You definitely want to use your foam mat. All right, guys. So, as always, don't forget, Paper Pumpkin. I think today's the 8th, so you got 2 more days if you want to get in on this Paper Pumpkin. Those of you guys that know Patty Bennett, she's one of our $1 million demonstrators. She made the comment the other day that she ordered extras of these just because of the boxes. And I have to say to you, I did the same thing. I probably didn't order as many extras as she did, but I did order some extras because I just think the box is so pretty. So I can't wait to see what's inside. So, and as right now, you have the add-on that is going to go for July, August, and September. I love the little leaf add-on. I'm not a big one on Hooray, but I'm sure I'll see something done with it, and I'll end up fitting it nicely into my collection, I'm sure. Please check my calendar for any upcoming events. Right now we have the earn to redeem, so you're going to be earning $5 coupons. So every time you place a $50 order, you're going to get a $5 coupon. And then when you're going to save those, and then when you put your orders in August, you're going to be able to take $5 off your orders in August. Okay. Lots of things on the online exclusives. This happens to be one of my favorites. I just haven't had a chance to work with it, but watch, because I will be working with it. Some new kits have released. It was just a real busy week here at Stampin' Up, or at Stampin' Up. So, so check everything out. You guys too. You guys have a great day there, Chelsea and Chloe. Have a good day. Hi, Miss Linda. Haven't been to the ocean in a very long time, and my parents live 3 miles away. Oh my goodness, Sandy. I'd make a visit. Everybody loves the ocean. Yes, Chloe loves Halloween. Halloween is Chloe's favorite holiday, and when her and I were together this past week, we had a grandma day, and we stopped into Michael's, and they had, you know how they have the Christmas villages, where little houses that you can set up a little Christmas village? Well, they have a Halloween one, and if anybody has any of those that they want to get rid of, that they don't set up anymore or anything like that, let me know, because Chloe and I would like to set up a little Halloween village. And so I'm going to be hitting the consignment stores, and I've already checked out eBay and a couple different places, and I'm going to be looking for a little Halloween village, because Chloe and I, where I put my Christmas village, Chloe and I would like to put a Halloween village. So that's a little project that Miss Chloe and I are working on. So if you have anything, little figures or whatever that you are getting rid of that you don't want to put out at Halloween, just let us know and hook us up. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Hopefully you have a fabulous weekend. This week, I'm not really sure. I'll hopefully be going live this Friday. But other than that, I don't really know what I got going on this week. So, but I definitely am going to get in here and work on some more holiday stuff. I love all the holiday themed stuff. So, I like other times of year too, but there's just nothing like the fall with the 3 holidays coming up. So it's always a lot of fun. So I'll ask Meg. Still has my things. Had a lot. Oh my gosh, Deb. Yeah, like I said, we're looking. I don't want to pay full price. You know me. I like things on sale, and I like to repurpose things. My Christmas village was one of my stamp ladies that used to come and stamp with me. Her mom passed away and had this whole Christmas village, and she hooked me up last year and gave it to me for a really, really good price. I got the whole village for almost what you'd pay for like 2 of the houses. So it was very cool. So, all right. And plus it's so much fun to watch Chloe and Olivia look at it. And Olivia, you know, she looks in the little houses and everything. And I think the reason that the Halloween ones are more expensive is because they all have, like, most of those have sound effects too, I saw. And the one that they sell at Michael's is the Limax brand. So I probably will buy some new stuff to go with it, but I like to get a few houses anyway and get started on a little collection, so that Chloe and I can set it up in the living room on my new built-ins. That's where I put the Christmas one last year. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for stopping in. As always, thank you for watching. And hopefully we'll all be stamping together real soon. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day.